Gate Guardian is a boss monster in the Duelist Kingdom arc wielded by the Paradox Brothers, remarked by Yugi to have the power that rivals that of Exodia. While that may be a tad overstated in regards to the anime, it's super hyperbolic when it comes to Gate Guardian in the card game. Gate Guardian made its debut in the second set of the game Metal Raiders alongside its three parts Suijin, Kazijin, and Sanga of Thunder. Since then, Gate Guardian went over 20 years without receiving a single bit of support until Konami decided to thwart my plans by releasing stuff right after I had drafted my own. I'm not salty. Before Konami's support, we wanted the premise of the deck to be the Labyrinth aspect of the duel between Yugi, Joey, and the Paradox Brothers, that involved focusing on the positioning of cards in specific columns. Aside from the prey of the Jirai Gumo, Konami decided to go in a different direction, so we had no choice but to modify our support to align with this. This premise is very much similar to the ABC XYZ series of Union monsters, where the different pieces of Gate Guardian can contact fuse into various combinations. The support then either aims to get the pieces onto the field as continuous spells, or get them back from your banished pile so you can recycle your plays. Not the most creative take, but again, not salty. On the positive, I do like that Konami paid homage to the other monsters used by Para and Dox by retraining them. This, of course, has been a common way for Konami to modernize old strategies such as Ishizu cards, Blue Eyes, Red Eyes, Dark Magician, and more. Since we approached it similarly, it wasn't too difficult to update our designs, and when we put ours together with the new Gate Guardian support, the deck actually becomes quite formidable. Let's get into it. Labyrinth Tank, Shadow Ghoul, and Jirai Gumo all got retrains from Konami, so we scratched ours, but that left us with two. The first is Paradox Labyrinth Wall, the retrain of Labyrinth Wall. This card locks both players out of the extra deck except level or rank 7 or higher monsters, and can be normal summoned in face-up defense. Also, once per turn, if you summon one of the 3 gate monsters, you can special summon another one with a different name that is either banished or from your hand or deck, so helping to assemble the pieces as fast as possible. The other retrain is Dungeon Worm of the Labyrinth. This is a hand trap that works when your opponent declares an attack. You can change the attack target to it. His next effect works in the damage step, where if he battles a monster in the same column, you can send one card that mentions the 3 pieces of Gate Guardian from your hand or deck to the grave to destroy the monster it's battling. Similarly with the spells, we had to scratch some of the ones that conflicted with the new support and adjust the others, so here's where we landed. Starting with Assembled Gates. This card has the condition that if there is a card in every main column on the field excluding itself, then you can send any cards you control to the graveyard, then special summon all 3 gate monsters from your hand, deck, grave, and or banish pile. So at best, this nets you a +2 if your opponent has a full field, allowing you to special summon all 3 pieces without having to give up anything. This card, like many of the others we'll show, has a graveyard effect that works around Gate Guardian monsters. In this case, if a Gate Guardian monster you control would be destroyed, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. The idea was to use these graveyard effects to grant Gate Guardian effects because it is otherwise essentially a vanilla monster, but now that you can use these with the other Gate Guardian variants, it really boosts them as well. Next we have Sealed Gates, a continuous spell that on activation lets you search for one of the gate monsters from either your deck or banished pile. You can also send this card to the grave to let you normal summon one level 5 or 7 monster without tributing, which helps with one of the deck's weaknesses of running a lot of high level monsters. Next we have Gate to Freedom, a quick play that can be activated when you summon one of the 3 gates. This lets you bring out another one of the 3 from your hand, deck, or banished pile. So if you have this alongside Paradox Labyrinth Wall, you can assemble all 3 with one summon. This card also has a grave effect where you can banish it while you control a Gate Guardian monster to draw 1 card. On the other side of the Gate to Freedom is the Gate to Despair. This trap lets you activate 1 Labyrinth Wall Shadow Field spell from your deck, and if you do, you can special summon a level 5 or 7 monster from your hand. And its graveyard effect is while you control a Gate Guardian monster, you can banish it to negate an opponent's monster effect. The next trap is Choose the Gate. This card allows you to reveal 3 gate monsters from your hand or deck. Your opponent then randomly picks 1 for you to add to your hand, then picks one of the remaining 2 for you to special summon, and the last one is Banish. It also has a graveyard effect to banish itself to negate a spell if you control a Gate Guardian monster. And finally, we have Hidden Gate, a trap that activates when your opponent declares an attack and lets you special summon one of the gate monsters that is banished or from your hand or deck, then change the attack target to it, to either let that monster run into a wall or to leverage the gate monster's effect. Its graveyard ability lets you banish it to negate a trap while you control a Gate Guardian monster. So that does it for the Gate Guardian support. Hope you enjoyed, and let us know your thoughts in the comments, and make sure you like and subscribe, because while we've wrapped up the original 25 archetypes we had planned to support, we're not done just yet. It was time to custom, but now
It's time to do